Hey nerds, it's Sunday, December 8th, the 50th week of 2024, and I'm running down what's coming up this week, starting now. Welcome back to the Nerd Soul Show. I'm Nathan. As always, if you want to jump ahead of the intro to see what's coming up on any day of this week, there are chapter links below. As a quick guide, depending on what you are most interested in, typically studios or production companies release DVD, Blu-ray, or video on demand, VOD movies on Tuesdays, streaming movies on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and theatrical movies on Fridays. One quick note, since we are in the end of year holiday season, the science and tech nonprofit I run is fundraising until the end of the year. Our goal is to raise $10,000, and since last Tuesday, we've raised $3,400. Every little bit helps, so if you want to help us out, there is a link in the description below. All right, let's get started with today, Sunday the 8th. We have a new episode of Krapopolis on Fox. This is season 2, episode 8. Part of SHLUB is sick, and the family might have to operate on themselves to save him using hippocampus. New episode of The Simpsons tonight, season 36, episode 8, Convenience Airways. The Simpsons are trapped on a flight with the most unruly passengers in America. New episode of The Equalizer, season 5, episode 7, Sleigh Ride. A joyous and merry Christmas turns dark when McCall, Dante, and Miles find themselves held hostage in a hospital that's been taken over by the cartel. Harry strives to break his years-long track record of giving Mel awful holiday presents. The season finale of Special Ops Lioness. This is season 2, episode 8, The Compass Points Home. Operation Skyhawk is a go, and Caitlin and Westfield pressure Pablo to side with them. We have the series finale of Somebody Somewhere. This is season 3, episode 7. Title is AGG. Joel returns to his old parish. Sam and Trisha realize that they have both forgotten Holly's birthday. Sam gives Iceland a chance. Dune Prophecy, season 1, episode 4, Twice Born. After nearly all the acolytes have the same nightmare, Tula attempts to understand the origins of their disturbing dreams. Meanwhile, on the eve of the Great Landsgrad meeting, Elia sets her plan in motion to redeem House Harkonnen. Inez confronts her father about rumors surrounding Desmond, and Kieran conspires to advance a rebel attack that the Sisterhood must try to thwart. Colin has been doing reviews of this show. There is a link above to the playlist. We recently started getting screeners for this, so he'll be dropping his review at 10 p.m. on Sundays. New episode of Landman, season 1, episode 5, Where is Home? Tommy and his crew receive an unwelcome visit at the patch. Angela hosts a family dinner at the oil house. New episode of the show Earth Abides. This is on MGM Plus. This is episode 2 of season 1, The Space Between. Ish finds a survivor, Emma. There's a spark. Is it real? Or are they just the last 2 people on Earth? Nature is unrelenting. Rats, plague, send lupo. Ish dreams of rebuilding civilization, but can they even survive extinction? Tonight we have the series premiere of a new PBS show, Lucy Worsley's Holmes versus Doyle. Sherlock Holmes is the most famous detective in the world. He made his author, Arthur Conan Doyle, rich and famous, but the writer came to hate his fictional character. Through the changing world of Victorian and Edwardian Britain, Lucy Worsley explores why. On Monday, we have a new episode of Brilliant Minds. This is episode 11 of season 1, The Other Woman. Dr. Pierce treats a patient in crisis presenting an ethical dilemma. Dr. Wolf and Dr. Nicholas disagree on how to treat a patient. We have the series finale of What We Do in the Shadows. Season 6, episode 10, The Promotion. The vampires go to an office party to celebrate Guillermo's promotion. New episode of Get Millie Black. This is episode 3, Hallburn. Millie reluctantly agrees to work with Hallburn in the short term. Meanwhile, Hibiscus and Millie find a new balance in their relationship, and Curtis contemplates a change. Then, when Millie and Hallburn make a breakthrough, Millie finds herself on a dangerous path. Have the season premiere of Great British Baking Show Holidays on Netflix. This is season 6, episode 1. 5 bakers make merry bauble cakes, tear and share pastry trees, and festive wreaths with meringue and patachoux. Finally, on Monday, we have a special on the CW, Best Christmas Movies Ever. The special takes a nostalgic dive into beloved holiday films like Home Alone, Elf, The Santa Claus, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Christmas Vacation, It's a Wonderful Life, and Die Hard. Featuring interviews from over 50 stars, directors, writers, and critics, the documentary celebrates iconic movie moments and the timeless appeal of these classics, written and directed by Mark A. Alt with executive producers Thomas P. Vitale and Michael Broder. On Tuesday, High Potential and The Irrational are both on hiatus until January 7th. There is, however, a new episode of St. Denis Miracle. This is episode 6 of season 1, Ho Ho Holo. It's the holiday season at St. Denis. Alex and Ron care for a patient whose diagnosis is not what it seems. Joyce enlists Serena's help to boost St. Denis' online presence. Bruce and Matt help a Santa in need. We have a new episode of Night Court. This is season 3, episode 4, Feliz Navidad. Abby's holiday plans are derailed after a murder mystery performer causes chaos in the courthouse. Gergs and Wyatt find themselves at odds over office etiquette. We have a new episode of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. This is episode 3, Coming of Age. In the New Republic era, a group of kids lost in the Star Wars galaxy desperately try to find their way home. We had the premiere of Lego Master Celebrity Holiday Bricktacular on Fox, the 2-hour season premiere at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. In this 2-night holiday special airing on Fox, December 10th and 17th, celebrities competing in festive Lego building challenges. Special guests include Sophia Bush, Eric McCormick, Holly Robinson, and Little Hari, who team up with former contestants to create Lego builds inspired by Home Alone and holiday themes. Hosted by Will Arnett, with judges Amy Colbert and Jamie Baird. The event will raise funds for charities chosen by the winning teams. The episodes will be available on Hulu the following day. On Amazon Prime, we have the series premiere of Secret Level, the complete first season. Original stories set within the worlds of iconic video games are featured in this animated anthology series. I have screeners for this. I don't know if I'm going to get to it before it debuts on Tuesday, but if I can, I will try to review this. We have a Netflix special, Jamie Foxx. What happened was, follows closely the Jamie Foxx medical emergency while filming the Netflix movie Back in Action. On VOD on Tuesday, we have Heretic. 2 young religious women are drawn into a game of cat and mouse in the house of a strange man. I saw this weeks ago. I just didn't get a chance to review it because of holiday stuff, work stuff, and also the election, but I'm going to try to drop a review of this before it comes out on VOD on Tuesday. Also on VOD, Venom: The Last Dance. Eddie Brock and Venom must make a devastating decision as they're pursued by a mysterious military man and alien monsters from Venom's homeworld. I reviewed this when it first came out. There is a link above to my review for this movie. On Wednesday, Abbott Elementary actually dropped 2 episodes last week. The episode after the winter pageant episode is called Winter Break. Melissa hosts the Shimenti family Christmas Eve dinner and goes to great lengths to make sure everything is perfect. Janine and Gregory get an unexpected guest. Like I said, this is already on Hulu. You can check it out. The next episode of Abbott Elementary is going to be Wednesday, January 8th. New episode of Shrinking. This is season 2, episode 10, Changing Patterns. Jimmy tries to give Alice the perfect 18th birthday. Paul helps Gabby with a huge decision. New episode of Bad Sisters. This is season 2, episode 6, Who by the Water. Ian attempts to help the sisters cover their tracks, bringing him closer to Ava, further into the watchful eye of the Houlihan family, potentially putting them all in greater risk as they navigate a dangerous situation to protect their secret plan. New episodes of Pop Culture Jeopardy this week as well. High-stakes quiz show pitting teams against each other on pop culture knowledge, covering everything from music to movies. Contestants compete tournament style for prizes and bragging rights. Expertise across generations is key to winning. Colin Jost hosts. This is on Amazon Prime. A new series premiere, Dream Productions on Disney+. We get the complete limited series. Acclaimed director Paula Persimmon teams up with an overtly confident daydream director to create the next big teen dream hit for Riley at Dream Productions. We have a special on NBC on Wednesday, A Motown Christmas, a festive family-friendly show that brings together Motown classics and holiday favorites, performed by vocalists from legendary groups like The Temptations, The Miracles, and The Contours. The show features iconic hits such as ABC, My Girl, and Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and Superstition, accompanying by dazzling choreography and a live band with brass from Detroit. On Netflix, there is a documentary short, Michaela's Voice, A Letter to the World. A touching short documentary about Michaela, a Black teenage girl with nonverbal autism, who finds her voice through letterboard therapy. After years of silence, Michaela begins communicating, revealing a world of poetry and insight. Her journey, captured in the film, highlights her resilience and advocacy for autism, showcasing the beauty of neurodiversity and inspiring all who witness her story. On Netflix, we have the movie Maria. Maria Callas, the world's greatest opera singer, lives the last days of her life in 1970s Paris as she confronts her identity and her life. So this came out in theaters a couple weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to see it in theaters, but they did send me a screener for awards consideration as a critic. So if I can get to it before it comes out on Wednesday, I will drop a review for it. On Thursday, Found is on hiatus until January 16th, but there is a new episode of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. This is season 1, episode 7. In Old Up Mustang, Georgie worries that he's leaving Connor out of his new project with Jim. Mandy and Aubrey struggle to decorate CC's nursery without fighting. A new episode of Ghosts. This is season 4, episode 7, Sad Fernsby. When Sam accidentally creates a rift between Sam and Jay's neighbors, the Farnsbys, Henry Farnsby moves into the Woodstone B&B. Isaac and Nigel battle over a belated wedding present. We have a new episode of Matlock, season 1, episode 8, No Monsters. Olympia defends a defamed nanny at her children's school. Maddie is on a stressful hunt for an important document on the Wilbexa case. I've seen it. It's a good episode. I hope to have the time to try to review this show because they are sending me screeners. New episode of Star Trek Lower Decks, Fissure Quests. Sorry, there is no description of this episode yet. I've seen this episode, and the description I would come up with without an official log line would spoil things, and you'd probably kill me. If you're a Trek fan, if you're a Lower Decks fan, you're going to be very happy. Our playlist for our Trek reviews is above. We have the season finale of The Day of the Jackal. This is season 1, episode 9. With the release of River imminent, UDC believes himself safe on his Croatian island. With time running out, the Jackal must use all his skills to reach his target. Have 2 new episodes of Second Chance Stage on Max. This is episode 5, Unexpected Surprises. A singing waitress, guitar shredding grandma, energetic dance instructor, comedic ad exec, and a flute playing ironworker get their shot at fame. Episode 6, jumping into the composition. On the eve of the finale, the judges choose between 6 performances, including a jump rope team, dancers, stand-up, and a jazz crooner. There is a new episode of Creature Commandos. Cheers to the Tin Man. This is episode 3 of season 1. When the Creature Commandos arrive at the manor to save the bride and Nina, J.I. Robot relives his glory days in the war and beyond, and finally gets his wish. So I get screeners for this, but they only give them to us the day of, and it was really difficult for us to get videos out the same day. So we probably won't be covering this show, but the show is pretty good. You should check it out if you're a DC fan. We have the season premiere of Bookie on Max. Alongside best friend, foreign football player Ray, side hustling sister Lorraine, and reluctantly reformed drug dealer Hector, Danny must contend with his increasingly unstable clients as he tries to settle their debts, all while making plenty of risky bets on his own. We have a new Netflix show, No Good Deed. We get the complete first season. It tells the story of 3 very different families vying to buy the very same 1920s Spanish-style villa that they think will solve all their problems. On Peacock, we have Paris and Nicole, the encore. More than 20 years since OG reality icons Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie first took the world by storm, the lifelong friends reunite in a new series. With my birthday this weekend, they are exactly my age now, which is crazy to think about, thinking back on the original show, which I didn't watch, but it was a cultural moment that gave us a lot of reality TV afterwards. On Thursday, we have the 2024 Billboard Music Awards on Fox. It's a 2-hour special. The event will be hosted by actress and comedian Michelle Buteau and feature pre-recorded scenes from around the world, as well as a performance by country star Shabuzi, recorded in West Hollywood. We have a mini-series on Netflix called La Palma. A Norwegian family vacationing in La Palma faces chaos when a researcher discovers imminent volcanic eruption signs that could trigger a massive tsunami. On Max, we have a documentary, Lost in the Amazon, the rescue that shocked the world. After surviving a plane crash, 4 indigenous children aged 11 months to 13 years endure 40 days in the Colombian Amazon, relying on their jungle knowledge until rescuers locate them, in a gripping tale of resilience and hope. On BET Plus, we have the holiday movie Too Many Christmases. Jerome and Kayla, newlyweds, navigate the complexities of celebrating their first Christmas together while balancing the expectations of their separate families, leading them to attend 2 events simultaneously. On Friday, we have a new episode of Before. This is season 1, episode 9, and the darkness has called. Dennis pleads with Eli for insights into Noah's condition. Eli aims to solve the puzzle of his connection with Noah. We have a new episode of Silo. This is season 2, episode 5, Descent. Sims finds himself in a new position. Juliet learns Solo isn't being honest. Bernard and Lucas make an important discovery. We have the season finale of The Creep Tapes. This is episode 6 of season 1, Mom and Albert. A mother's evening is interrupted by a surprise visit from her son. We have a new episode of The Agency on Paramount Plus. This is episode 4, season 1, Quarterback Blitz. Henry and Martian wade into a diplomatic incident with the Belarusian delegation. Dropped into her mission by Naomi, Danny walks a tightrope. Poppy and Martian attempt a fresh start. Osman threatens Sammy. Have the series premiere of a new show on Paramount Plus, Dexter Original Sin. Set in 1991 Miami, Dexter Original Sin follows a young Dexter, Patrick Gibson, as he transitions from student to avenging serial killer. I think Michael C. Hall is also on this, probably doing voiceovers. On Disney Plus, we have the series premiere of Invisible in the complete series, drama miniseries that follows the story of Cappy, a 12-year-old who develops the ability to become invisible after surviving a traumatic incident that leaves him with PTSD. Struggling with his newfound powers, Cappy faces nightmares about monsters, reflecting his emotional turmoil. While his psychologist works to help him process his trauma, Cappy confides in them about his invisibility as he grapples with his internal and external challenges. A compassionate new teacher steps in, offering guidance and support in an effort to help Cappy feel seen, understood, both literally and figuratively. On Hulu, we have a stand-up special, John Mendy's Chill. Comedian and Emmy-winning writer John Mendy is set to release a new comedy special, Chill, on Hulu December 13th. This marks his return to stand-up after his 2017 Netflix special. Joe Mendy's award-winning comedy special. Mendy, known for his work on shows like Parks and Recreation, The Good Place, and Modern Family, recently won his first Emmy for writing on HBO Max's Hacks, where he also plays the recurring character Ray and serves as executive producer. Mendy's previous comedy album, Bitchface, was released in 2014. On Amazon, we have the drop of season 2 of Bandish Bandits. In season 2, the story focuses on Radhi and Tamana, 2 musicians from different musical backgrounds, navigating their individual ambitions and the weight of their family legacies as they compete in a major music competition, all while facing the challenge of preserve their late mentor's Pandit G musical heritage. With their relationship evolving through passionate musical clashes and personal conflicts, the season delves deeper into themes of family legacy, individuality, and the balance between traditional Indian classic music and pop sounds, with a prominent storyline around the impact of their mentors passing, the Roughhide family. We have a special on AMC Plus and Shudder. The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs presents Joe Bob's Christmas Carnage special. Snow is falling and the bodies are piling up for Joe Bob's Christmas Carnage, when Joe Bob and Darcy host 2 holiday horror flicks featuring so much blood that Santa will think twice before coming down this chimney. On Disney Plus, we have a special, Elton John, Never Too Late. It showcases never before seen concert footage of him over the past 50 years, as well as handwritten journals and present day footage of him and his family. On VOD on Friday, we have Forever Mine, a stylish domestic thriller about what happens when the perfect prey turns out to be another predator. Vincent, a sadistic man, marries Erica, believing believing her to be the perfect victim for his cruel intentions. Unbeknownst to him, Erica is a Black Widow. On Netflix, we have a film, Carry On. A mysterious traveler blackmails a young TSA agent into letting a dangerous package slip through security into a Christmas Day flight. On Peacock, we have the premiere of Conclave, which came out in theaters earlier this fall, when Cardinal Lawrence is tasked with leading one of the world's most secretive and ancient events. Selecting a new pope, he finds himself at the center of a conspiracy that could shake the very foundation of the Catholic Church. Jokey Full of Ado will be on Max. Struggling with his dual identity, field comedian Arthur Fleck meets the love of his life, Harley Quinn, while incarcerated at Arkham State Hospital. Our review for that is in the link above. In wide release, we have Kraven the Hunter. Kraven's complex relationship with his ruthless father, Nikolai Kravenov, starts him down a path of vengeance with brutal consequences, motivating him to become not only the greatest hunter in the world, but also one of its most feared. So I am going to go to a press screening for this later in the week, and I will drop a review for this. We have The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, a sudden attack by Wolf, a clever and ruthless lord seeking vengeance for the death of his father, forces Helmhammerhand, the king of Rohan, and his people to make a daring last stand in the ancient stronghold of Hornburg. I have a press screening for this as well, and I'll drop a review once I see the movie. In more limited release, we have The Colors Within. A girl who can see colors in people's hearts joins a band with 2 other people. In theaters and also VOD, we have Dirty Angels. It centers a group of female soldiers who disguise themselves as medics to rescue a group of teenagers caught between ISIS and the forces of the Taliban. In theaters, we have The Last Showgirl. A seasoned showgirl must plan for her future when her show abruptly closes after 30 years. And this stars Pamela Anderson. I don't have a press screening scheduled for this, but I think this is a Lionsgate movie. I will see if they can send me a screener, and if they send me a screener, I will do a review of this movie. Nickel Boys, based on the Pulitzer Prize winning novel by Colson Whitehead, Nickel Boys chronicles the powerful friendship between 2 young African-American men navigating the harrowing trials of reform school together. And don't have a press screening scheduled for it, but Maria, the Angelina Jolie movie, I have a screener for this for award consideration, so if I can get to it before Friday, I will drop a review for it. September 5th, during the 1972 Munich Olympics, an American sports broadcasting crew finds itself thrust into covering the hostage crisis involving Israeli athletes. And finally, on Friday, we have young Werther, a carefree and charming young writer, stumbles across the love of his life, only to find that she's engaged. Against his best friend's urgings, Werther turns his world upside down in a misguided and hilarious quest to win her heart. On Saturday, we have a new episode of Invincible Fight Girl, The Rusty Rumble, Season 1, Episode 8. Having a better understanding of what makes this city tick, Andy and her gang devise a Hail Mary to score points in the Glam Slam. The match brings new combat and challenges for Andy, who will need to conquer both to secure victory. Finally, on Saturday, we have the 92nd annual Hollywood Christmas Parade. This actually, I believe, was on the 1st, but it'll debut on the CW on this Saturday on the 14th. The 92nd annual Christmas Parade brought festive cheer to the streets of Los Angeles, featuring varied lineups of floats, marching bands, and performances. Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna joined a host of dignitaries and celebrities to celebrate the holiday spirit, and Jeremy Renner was the Grand Marshal. So that's it for this week. If you want us to cover any of the productions we aren't covering already, comment below, and if we get enough requests, we'll try to work them into our production schedule. And if you found this video useful, be sure to like and share. It helps our channel grow, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss our next update, our analysis, reviews, or news coverage. See you in the next one. Bye guys.